Good morning, it's Brendan. I'm gonna do a annual hike. Again, I'm starting at Hogpen Gap. I'm gonna go to mountain crossings and maybe all the way to Blood. We'll see. So I'm on the AT, entering the Raven Cliffs Wilderness. Raven Cliff Falls was a wonderful hike, about 4.5 miles round trip. You know, the Whitley Gap Shelter is only 1.2 miles that way. Maybe I'll turn around and do that instead of going to Blood Mountain today, because I've never been there. So I think I'm climbing out of the gap. I got less than a mile to Tennessee Gap and then climb the Cow Rock Mountain. So weather looks like it's gonna be a partly cloudy day. Temperature's starting off low 60s. I'm on the ridgeline, so I'm probably gonna have a breeze all the way. Alright, that's kind of unacceptable there. Leave your trash in a can, don't leave it on the trail. That's not cool. So it's early May. I would imagine the majority of the hikers have already been through the North Georgia section here. I might get some flip-floppers. Oh, nope, here's some. Oh, of course I have 4 hikers pass right as I say there aren't any many hikers on trail. Nice rock formations. This is the descent into Tennessee Gap. And then I'll have a hard climb out to Cow Rock. Today is an adventure run. Yeah, it's part of training, but I'm doing this more for enjoyment. I'll get miles and vert, but I'm also going to get some familiar views. The forest is looking beautiful already. I'm at 5 hikers now, so maybe I can get a high on how many hikers I see. Maybe about 15. I don't know, I'm not anywhere close to any of the major intersections, so I'll see more around mountain crossings and the gap down here at the bottom, I'm assuming. All the major sites, so we'll see. Looks like a bunch of lady slippers opening up, and I got a bee buzz in my head. Be nice if he'd just move along, but he's hanging out. Guess it's the sweat. Looks like I'm coming up on a day hiker. I'll pass him momentarily. He could be a... No, it's a day hiker. It's Cow Rock. Out there in the distance. Alright, so that makes 10. I saw number 6 coming down into Tennessee. There were 2 at the gap, and then one more where I was coming out of the gap, and then this gentleman who's a day hiker makes number 10. So I still have probably, I don't know, 4-ish miles to go. I only need to collect 5, so maybe I'll see more, maybe I won't. I'm not gonna see anybody on the return trip, so once I go out, that's who I'll see, and then I'll pass them on the way back too. Here's some of the cool campsites along this stretch. Good view. I think there's a fire ban right now though. It's been really dry, so hopefully nobody's enjoying a fire right now. We got all this lush greenness. That's really pretty. A nice breeze. It's keeping me cool. It is starting to get a little bit hotter, but the combination of sweat and a breeze from the ridgeline works well. I could look it far out and see what the distance is to Neels Gap, but I'm not really worried about it. just kind of enjoying myself, chilling, watching the views, seeing the pretty flowers and such. Ate a bug. Alright, so I'm leaving the Raven Cliff Wilderness to enter Neels Gap, and then once I cross the street I'll go into Blood Mountain Wilderness, and I'm gonna go hike through the only building on trail. Alright, I'm back at Cow Rock Mountain. I think I might go over to Mount Whitney Shelter on my way out, but I think I have roughly 2-ish miles back to the car if I go straight there. Going to the shelter should add about 2.5 miles or so. I haven't filmed too much on the way out just because just enjoying the day. It's a bit sunnier now. Definitely hotter, 70s, 80s, a little bit less of a breeze, but it's still there a little bit. Good day. I believe the final count on hikers is 28 on the way out to Neels Gap. I counted one last one at mountain crossings there, and yeah. I believe this is the summit of Mount Whitney. Cow Rock's over there. I'm gonna go see what the shelter looks like and maybe look for the crest. I'd be curious to know how many hikers actually use this shelter. It's a mile off trail, and it's a long way to hike to figure out that it's full. I guess during the height of the season everybody's going to go for whatever shelters, but again, you never know till you get there, and it's a mile off course. If it's full, it's a mile you gotta go back. Hogpen Gap is only about, I don't know, a couple tenths of a mile from the top of the spur here, and then you can get into Hiawassee from here. I think is the closest. Blairsville's over by Neels Gap, Blood Mountain. So anyways, so far I want to say the shelters that I can remember through this area being Georgia Appalachian Trail, Trey Mountain. It's the prettiest shelter that I can think of, or has the prettiest view right off of the shelter anyways. So I'm still going down to see the Whitney shelter, but I feel like I'm going too far. The shelter didn't give up much to see. Definitely a private shelter with a privy and apparently a pretty good water source, but even the hikers last night said the crazies kind of come out, so not cool. I'm about to hit the summit of Wildcat Mt, not Whitney or Whitley like I thought it was. It's Whitley Gap Shelter. This is Wildcat Mt. Again, I haven't seen the crest for the top. Nope, still no crest. That's alright. I'm just gonna finish up heading down. Once I get back to the spur, or the head of the spur, it should be about 2.3 miles back to the car, and pretty much all downhill. Alright, so all finished up. Just under 4 hours, a little under 15 miles, about 4,500 feet of gain.